A lot of people act like they didn't see me getting battered to death every day of my life, getting gang raped by the ms13. It's called the Marino Sandoval 13, and I think they coined the term after what was going on at my house. After I graduated from the first responder school and they wanted me in charge of the house I had lived at for 50 years. I had already owned the house, but they wanted me to pay again, you know, take all your money. And because they promise you millions and millions of dollars for acting like the ICE squad and being an independent or freelance police officer and doctor. But quite honestly, you can't take on a single one of these people who also feel like they're the FBI. Why so many police officers are getting shot, even just pulling people over. And I could not get the ms13 out of my house. I had 13 Marino Sandovals, all going by the same name, all acting like the Grim Reaper, armed with chainsaws. The Gardener. They would call themselves In-Home Health Services, or the Gardener, or the Redwood City Police Department, and simply refused to get off my couch. And these people look like ISIS. They look like cartel. And quite often, like the Chinese human traffickers, I hear that's the worst. And I mean, it just goes on and on, where it's just ridiculous to even talk about the harassment of such a thing, that the police were completely on their side. This went on for 40 years of everyone watching them murder me every day, act like the Zodiac killer every day, in my side yard, in my backyard, in my window, in my couch, in my bedroom, in my mother's bedroom. And how you guys get this story backwards about who's the homeowner, or who's the police department, or who went to college, or who's the mental, or who deserves drugs, or just everything else, and who needs a lobotomy to keep safe. And it just goes on day after day after day, that you destroy people's lives, that you interrupt people and abuse people and give them a brain injury and hogtie them with the ms13 gang raping them. And just how disgusting and lewd and hateful this culture and this community is, and that I don't want to be a part of it. And I see how this has to do with Epstein. You know, when I was a kid, I ran off to New Mexico and founded a school over there. And I hear that's where, you know, he started off molesting children. But for you guys to have the gall to think any of these silverback gorillas don't molest children, that's what they do for a living. So that's what you guys think of as a great leader. And the day you admit it, the day you come out of the denial phase and admit you refuse to get off my couch and give me back my bank account,